Hello guys, welcome back to another Android tutorial. Today we are going to learn about how to create a navigation drawer using NavigationView. So create a new project in Android Studio, and here I name it as Navigation Drawer Demo. Click Next. Click Next. Now select an empty activity. Click Next and click Finish. Okay, now the project is created. So first we have to add a toolbar into this application. So first thing we have to avoid the default action bar. So open up the resource folder, open up the values folder, open styles.xml. Now here I am going to change the current theme of this application. Now I am going to avoid the action bar. Okay, now the action bar is gone. Now we have to add a toolbar. So first we have to create a layout file for the toolbar. So create a new layout file and I name it as toolbar layout and select the root element. Select the root element as toolbar and select toolbar from V7 support library and click OK. Okay, now the layout is created. Go to the XML file, select the preview window. Okay, first here I am going to change the height of this layout. I change that one into wrap content. Now specify an ID for this toolbar. Name it as toolbar. Now specify some background for toolbar. So Android background, attr, and select color primary dark as background. Okay, now select the minimum height for the toolbar. Minimum height into attr. Specify it as action bar size. Okay. Now add another attribute, Android fits system windows, and specify that one as true. Now we have to apply some theme for this toolbar. To apply the theme, we have to add another XML namespace. So copy this namespace and paste it here. Change the name of this namespace into app and change this one into resource auto. Now by using that namespace, we have to specify the theme for the toolbar and select it from style and specify this theme overlay.appcombat.dark action bar. Okay, so now we create a layout file for the toolbar. Now we have to add this toolbar into the activity main.xml. Go to the XML file. Here is a text view is available. I remove that text view and remove all the margins. Okay, and here I am going to add a new linear layout. And close the linear layout here. Now specify the layout height and width. Android layout height into match parent. Android layout width into match parent. Now we have to specify an orientation for this layout, for this linear layout, and name it as vertical. Okay, so now we have to add the toolbar into this linear layout. So include some XML element. So include, specify the layout height and width, Android layout height into wrap content, Android layout width into match parent. Okay, now specify the layout. The layout file name is toolbar layout. Okay. Okay, now we add the toolbar into the activity main.xml. Now go to main activity.java. First create some variable for toolbar. Name it as toolbar. Now initialize that variable toolbar. Find it. Find the view by id r.id.toolbar and typecast this one into toolbar. Okay. Now set the toolbar as the support action bar. Set support action bar into toolbar. Okay, now we successfully add a toolbar into this application. Now we have to add a navigation drawer to the activity main.xml. So here we are going to add the navigation drawer using NavigationView. So to working with NavigationView, you have to add some dependencies inside the Gradle file. So open up the Gradle script file and open the build.gradle file. And here you need to add some dependencies. I copy this dependency, paste it here, and change this one into design. Okay, now make a sync operation. Okay, now the sync operations finishes successfully. Now go to activity main.xml. So if you want to add a navigation drawer to a layout, you have to change the root element into drawer view. So now I'm going to change the root element into drawer layout. Okay. So when you change the root element of a layout into drawer layout, then the first child will represent the content of that particular layout and second child will represent the contents of the navigation drawer. So now here for this layout there is only one child view, that is a linear layout, and that will represent the content of this activity. And now we have to add a navigation view to hold the contents of the navigation drawer. So here we have to add a navigation drawer. So add a navigation view. Specify the width as match parent, height as wrap content. Now specify an ID for this navigation view. Android ID plus ID. I name it as navigation view. Okay. So now we add a navigation view to this layout. So here the second child element is the navigation view. So the navigation view hold the contents of the navigation drawer. So if you want to display the navigation drawer from left side, that means whenever user drag from left side, we have to display the navigation drawer. In that case, you have to specify the layout gravity of the navigation view into start. So now we have to specify the layout gravity for the navigation view. Layout gravity. And I specify this one as start. Now here, when you look at this preview window, you can see now the navigation view is outside of this layout. That means it is now available at the left side. So whenever user drag from left side, the navigation drawer will display. Okay, so now we have to add contents to the navigation drawer. So if you use a navigation view to create a navigation drawer, you can specify the contents of the navigation drawer in the form of a menu. So now we have to create a menu resource that contains some menu title and menu icons. So before going to create the menu resource file, we have to add some icon resources. So here I have some icons. I copy all these icons and paste it inside the drawable folder. So here I directly paste the icons inside the drawable folder. That is not a good programming practice. You have to add all the icons as an image asset. So for instance, here I directly add the icons inside the drawable folder. Click OK. Now here all the icons are available inside the drawable folder. Now we have to create a menu resource file. So right click the application and create a new Android resource file. And here I name it as drawer menu, and the resource type is menu, and click OK. Now a menu resource file is created. So first here I add some group and specify the checkable behavior into single and close that group. Now we have to add some items into this group. Okay. First we have to specify some ID for the item. I name it as home ID. Now specify a title for the item. Title. I specify that one as home. Now specify an icon for this item. Select an icon from drawable folder. Select IC home. Okay, now I am going to add two more items into this group. Okay, now I add two more items into this group. The second item is message and the last one is settings. Now here I am going to add some sub menu. So add a new item here with the title social and close the item here. Now specify some sub menu for this item and close the menu here. Okay, now we have to add items for the sub menu. First we have to specify some title for the new item. I name it as add to group. Now we have to specify an ID for the newly created item. I name it as add to group. Okay, and we need an icon for this item, Android icon from drawable. Select an icon from the drawable folder. So now here we have a sub menu. So now I'm going to add two more items into this sub menu. Okay, now here I add another two items into the sub menu. The second item name is group and third one is share. Okay, so now the menu is ready. Now we have to add this menu into the navigation view. So go to the activity main.xml. Now here we have to specify the menu from the menu folder. So for adding the menu for the navigation view, we need another XML namespace. So I copy this namespace and paste it here and change this one into resource auto. And we have to change the name of the newly created namespace. I change that one into app. Okay. So now here I am going to add the menu for the navigation view. App, it is not theme, menu equal to, and select it from the menu folder, and the file name is drawer menu. Okay, Now we successfully add the menu inside the navigation view. So now the navigation drawer is outside of this layout because of this gravity. So if you remove this gravity tag, I remove that one, you can see the navigation drawer is now inside the layout. Okay, so now we successfully add a navigation drawer into the activity main.xml. Now we can run this application. Okay, now we can run the application. Select a virtual device. Okay, now the application available on this virtual device. So now there is a navigation drawer is associated with this layout. So now I'm going to drag from left side. You can see now the navigation drawer is visible and that contain the navigation menus. So this is how we place a navigation drawer using navigation menu. I hope you understand the concepts. Please subscribe my channel for getting more video updates.